Welcome, everyone, and let me hear you. You know how we start this show. I saw some people already doing it. Let me hear you. Let's get it going. TNA time, baby. Let me see those TNA chants in the chat. Welcome to Thursday night with the Insiders. We are here, obviously, for TNA Impact. And I'm sorry about the late start. I got it out there on Twitter this afternoon, but we kind of just made a decision, Jeff and I, to have it a little bit later. It didn't really kind of make sense anymore to have it at 7:45 because of the fact that they don't have the pre-show anymore, really. So we said, why not just start her at 8:00, because this way it'll give us the time to welcome everybody in. We'll do our usual stuff and go over the card and talk about food and all that kind of stuff we could do in a half an hour. So from now on, unless something changes, which there could always be changes, but from now on, we're gonna do this at 8:00. Makes it nice and easy. I know the 7:45 thing was a little weird anyway and hard to kind of remember sometimes, but yeah, we're gonna do 8:00 now. The pay-per-views and stuff, of course, we got a pay-per-view with these guys coming up next week. That will still be more than likely. We'll start at the half an hour before, like we usually do. So if the pay-per-view starts at 8, we'll start at 7:30, just so we don't miss any of the pre-show matches, and go from there. And then and everything else is the usual time. Abby's is the usual time. Our Sunday show, Between the Ropes, which we are doing this week. I know a lot of people have DM'd and have asked, and they're like, when are you guys going to talk about, the elephant in the room? When are you going to talk about Seth and about Cody and about The Rock and Roman? When are we going to hear your thoughts on that? Well, it's going to be this Sunday. So we are going to talk all about all of that because we've missed this the last few weeks. Obviously, we had NXT, the pay-per-view, and then we missed it for the holidays and things like that. But we're back this Sunday, so join us. What Super Bowl? Yeah, I mean, you name it. There was just one Sunday after another of stuff to do. So we are back this coming Sunday to do our Sunday show, which is called Between the Ropes. We'll have a lot of stuff to talk about, including, obviously we're going to get to hear from The Rock and Roman tomorrow night on SmackDown. I'm sure they'll have something to say and where all this is going, where we think it's going, and you're going to get to hear all of that on Sunday. So join us this coming Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Nothing else going on that night, so you should come out and you should check out the show. And yeah, obviously, again, next week we'll roll it over and we'll keep you posted on Abby's, obviously, with Jody's schedule and stuff like that. But then we're here every single Thursday. And next week we've got a pay-per-view. When is it? It's a Friday a Friday.
Yeah, next Friday.
Yeah, so next week we got a double dose of TNA. We got Thursday night, and then we got Friday for a pay-per-view. So big week next week for TNA, obviously, and that pay-per-view's got some amazing matches on it already, just like we have some amazing matches tonight. So that said, Jeff, man, it's been him and I were talking before the show. It's been a while since even he and I saw each other, because the last time it was Tazzy filling in for Jeff, because Jeff's been like inundated with work and lots of events that he's running and stuff for his company. So it's good to see you, my friend. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Work right now is just absolutely bonkers and nuts and every other word that you can use to describe an environment that is moving at warp speed, and we shouldn't be. So it's a lot going on. But glad to be here. Glad to be watching TNA. When we get to the card, I will say that it's a pretty darn good card. I think. So I think we're in for a good night tonight.
Yeah, there's some matchups tonight, Jeff, that we don't normally see. We just have a lot of new things kind of happening tonight. So we'll talk about that more in a little bit. All right. We went over what we're doing. We will welcome some people in and we'll get rolling here. I'm still going to have my question of the week. That's going to be a thing now. So I'm going to give you my question of the week for tonight. So, get the motors running into the start of the show. So I'm going to ask you, something that will pertain to really anything. So that's coming up. And of course, we'll talk about food like we always do. All right. We have DRO in the chat. What's going on? We have A. Jobson. We have Clown. We have Derek Fleming, Chris, Hassan. We've got Brandon Davey, James Chadwick. What's up, James? We have Dylan. We have Jahira's here. We have John Kessler. We've got Barry Monkey from Twitch. We've got Bonkers LFC. We have Chris from Twitch. We have Jason Stoffer. Hello, Jason. We've got Brandon. We've got prayers to people involved in it. Oh, that was just horrible. Yeah, it's horrible, dude. I was shocked when I read that. James Chadwick is calling us by our full names. That's usually never a good thing. When someone does that, you remember when you were kids at Jeffrey or Joseph? They never called me by my full name ever unless I was in trouble.
Yeah, that's
right?
I remember those days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was terrified when I got my full name.
Oh, and the middle name when they included it.
Oh, I was about to say when you throw in the middle name, you know.
Man. Oh man. When my mom would yell out Joseph Stephen, the whole name. Oh man, you're dead. you just know you're done for. How was Valentine's Day yesterday? It was snowy. I was buried under 14 inches of snow on Tuesday by a storm that kind of took everyone, including all the meteorologists, by surprise as to where it would go. And when I woke up that morning, I could not see my car. I could not see my ground or bushes. My tree in my backyard was completely buried. It was a nightmare. I was just talking about Jeff with it. I had to dig it took us 6 hours for me and my wife to dig out our cars. And it was heavy, wet, like everything you do not want in a big snowstorm was what we got. Just horrible. One of the worst snowstorms I have seen in a long time. And so that's how my last few days have been snowy. Yeah. Hey, Deanna, how are you? We have Eric Isaac is here. Andrea is here. What's up, Andrea? How are you doing? We have Melissa. We have Heather saying a roller coaster of a week, even though we had a good Valentine's Day yesterday. The whole week has been eclipsed by my husband losing his job. I am so sorry to hear that. That is crappy. I've had that happen to me twice. They downsized positions 2 times in my career in 35 years. Neither time was fun. It's a horrible feeling when that happens. Just so our hearts go out to you, and obviously we hope everything works out for you guys in the future, but yeah, that sucks. Ryan is here. Andrew Stevens. Hello, Andrew. Thank you so much, Jeff. They have been threatening layoffs for a while, but they lead them to believe it wouldn't come until the summer. Yes, all these layoffs and jobs getting reduced and stuff like that. I've had my hours reduced. I'm barely getting sometimes 32, 33 hours a week now, and I was 40. I was consistent 40. So yeah, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Happy to see Jay Vidal getting a chance to wrestle an Explosion this week. Yeah, I keep forgetting Explosion's on. Yeah, I'll have to make sure I check that out. Little Silver is here. Hello, Little Silver. And let me make sure I didn't miss any. Jeremy Dunderman, a member of our channel. Welcome, Jeremy, and thank you for being a member. Jeremy's like a long-term member, man. He's been a member of the channel for a long time. So thank you for that. And I think I got everybody. All right. So as I said, I told you our schedule, right? We have Between the Ropes coming up on Sunday. So make sure you come out and join us for that. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk all about, and you guys can talk right along with us about all this stuff about Cody and what do you think is going to happen and where do you think it's going to go? Obviously, we got good news that he's going to be in the main event, but we don't know what else is going to happen. And I've got my theories. I'm sure Jeff has his. So we're going to talk all about that on Sunday. So join us for that at 8:30 on Sunday when we'll be there or here next. Okay, so Jeff, I guess we should jump right in and go over the card, huh? We got about 15 minutes to go before showtime.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good card, I believe, but I'll make this a little bit larger so folks can see it, but I think it's going to be good tonight, Joe.
Yeah, we've got my boy Joe Hendry going up against Diener, and Diener's in a bad kind of spot. Not really knowing where he's going, right? They kind of broke up the faction there, and Big Con turned on him. And Jeff, I don't think this is going to be a good night for Diener. Joe Hendry's kind of doing his own thing, but I don't know. He's not the type of guy you're going to want to meet up with when you're kind of on a little bit of a downturn. And I think Diener's downturn is going to continue, unfortunately, here.
Yeah, I think Diener might have a rough night. Sorry, Conrad. But yeah, I think Diener might have a rough night. I think we may see the bad times and misfortune continue for him for a little bit
Yeah.
longer. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Joe Hendry. I gotta say this. I need to see more Joe Hendry. I
That's
don't think
yeah.
any of us would disagree, but I want to see more Joe Hendry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would agree with you. Yeah, I think he deserves to be involved in a little bit more stuff than just some backstage antics and stuff like that. So I agree. I agree. Digital Media Championship tonight. We have Crazy Steve puts that title on the line against Rhino. We saw that the last few weeks, kind of leading up to this. And it'd be a little bit of a tough test, I think, Jeff, for Crazy Steve, but I don't see him losing that title anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't either. I think it's Crazy Steve's time. I think he's gonna have a great year. So yeah, Crazy Steve for the win.
Yeah. This one's really interesting. Now we have, of course, Frankie Kazarian, who explained himself or kind of explained himself, and obviously turned full heel. I know Heather kind of didn't like it, said it was a little awkward seeing him that way, and some other people kind of mentioned that too. But he's getting, he's in a match here. He's in a match against Big Jake something, man, and Jake has been on a little bit of a roll. So this is a very tough test, Jeff, for Frankie Kazarian, and going down this new path that he's going down here.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to get tested right out of the gate to see how this thing works, Jake something. Hello.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't have. I mean, anyone. I'm trying to think, just anyone other than Jake something at this point. But
Right.
no, I think it's going to be a good match. I don't see how this goes well for Frankie. I mean, he might do something heelish and cheat to win, and that's all good. But I think he's gonna know he's been in a fight at least.
Agreed. Yep. Agreed. We are going to hear for the very first time from Ash by Elegance. We've seen all those promos. We've seen all the backstage hype, right? She's been hyped up for a little while now. We're seeing those ads that kind of remind you of like a fancy perfume ad or something like that. But tonight, we get to hear from Ash for the very first time. Looking forward to this, as this is the first time we are going to hear from her since she's joined TNA. And it's going to be very interesting to see where she fits in. What is she going after? What are, what is she looking at? Is she going right for Jordynne Grace? Is she going to work her way up a ladder similar to what Nick Nemeth is doing? But it's going to be fun, Jeff, to find out exactly what she wants here in TNA.
I think you bring up a good point about fit. Where does she fit? I think presentation wise. Sorry, I'm chewing a little bit of food. So
No, it's all good.
I think presentation wise, she's at the top of the card.
Yep.
So we'll see. I think that top is going to be real crowded because Giselle is lurking. And yeah, I think it's going to be crowded up there. I think Jordynne Grace is going to have a lot of challengers.
Yes.
This year.
Yeah. Yeah, Jordynne. Yeah, I mean, look at it. She's got Giselle Shaw coming up, which is tough enough the way it is, and then she's got a target on her back now. That's what happens when you're the champion. So, we have got Savannah Evans. Speaking of Jordynne Grace, Savannah Evans going after Jordynne Grace tonight, 1-on-1. Savannah, we all know what she can do. She's tough. And for any matchup that's out there, this is going to be a tough one for Jordynne, Jeff, and that entourage, Jay Vidal and Jordynne Grace, or Jay Vidal and Giselle will be outside the ring, I'm sure, during this match. It's not just a 1-on-1 here; it's probably a 3-on-1. To probably try to wear Jordynne Grace down a little bit before they have that match that's coming up. So kind of a dangerous match here a little bit for Jordynne.
Yeah, and I really like the fact that Savannah is going up against Jordynne. It's a matchup that I've been wanting to see, but we just haven't been able to see it yet. I like this matchup. What I really hope though is that they let the match go to a point where Savannah looks like she's in control, and maybe the group of Giselle and Jay Vidal interfere and cost her. I want to see her do more as a singles competitor. I get it. You know, she's the muscle in most factions. I get that, but I want to see her excel and elevate this year in a singles run.
Yes. Yeah. 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 I agree. And we've talked about her a lot in the past and stuff too. And maybe this is the year we get something like that as well. All right. So we have the TNA World Tank Team Championship Best of 3 Series match number 2. The Grizzled Young Vets are up 1-0, or shall I say 1-0 for our English viewers. You're going to be happy, James Chadwick, and those of you who watch from overseas. My wife got me watching a show called Ted Lasso on Apple TV, which is all about English football. Because he's this doofus guy who becomes a coach of an English football team, and it's not, he's not very good at it. But in any case, I'm learning a lot of your little your slang because they call him a wanker all the time. They have a wanker chant. They've also called him a twat, twat, however you say that. They've called him that. So I'm learning. I'm learning things, but it's actually pretty good. My wife got me to watch it, and I didn't know that I like it because I'm not a huge soccer fan, a football fan, obviously, but it's pretty good. I'm actually enjoying it. It's only 3 seasons. I just started the 3rd season, so I like it. If I start watching something and I end up binging it, it usually means I'm pretty happy with it. So, but yeah, I thought that would be, he's a wank. Yes. They chant he's a wanker constantly in the crowd. It's really, really funny. All right. But Jeff, we got the second match of this tag team champion. Now, we all know, and I've said this to you guys before, they're not going to win 2-0. So we're going to get a win tonight from ABC. We just are. It's going to go to best of 1. That's how these always work their way out. So ABC will win tonight's match. It's just how they get there. But when these 2 teams are in the ring, it's a lot of fun. It's a great match. And tonight, I have no doubt will be the same. Now, we may see a little bit of shenanigans maybe being used again by the Grizzled Young Vets, but maybe ABC will turn it around on them to sneak out a win here. But in either case, this is going to 3, Jeff. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and Joe, you said the magic word, so that means we have to do the shenanigans alarm, right?
We do.
Here we go.
Yes. Yep. There you go.
Shenanigans will ensue.
That means shenanigans are nigh. Yes. I love it. What do you think of this one, Jeff? Obviously, they're going to tie it, but I mean, it should be a good match either way.
Yeah, seeing these guys is going to be a great match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know that. It just depends on what style they want to go, what direction they want to go. Do they want to go high flying, or do they just want to do a lot of mat work and a lot of technical wrestling? So either way, I'm in. I'm down for it. I love both of these teams, and yeah, we're going to be 1-1 after tonight. So
yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt. Yes, James, I do know what it means. Actually, it's funny because that word has been that when I was younger, that was a big word that we use here. And that was a thing in like the late 70s and 80s. I don't know why, but that word was used quite a bit by a lot of guys, older guys than me on the school bus at the time. So at that point in time, when I was younger, I did not know what it meant. I said it a lot because I thought it was cool and everybody else was too, until my mom nearly killed me when I said it when I came home. But yes, I am well aware of what that means. Yes.
I caught a smack upside the head because of that word when I was younger. I said it, and yeah, I caught a smack right up beside my head.
Yepper. Yep. I got in a little bit of trouble. That whole thing where they call your middle name. Yeah, that happened when I said that one.
I didn't even get the courtesy of that. I just got hit.
Just got bashed.
As soon as the last syllable left my body, it was just pop, just simultaneous.
Yes. Yeah, man. The perils of growing up and going on a school bus with a bunch of seniors when you're younger, going to school was not good. And then, of course, we've got this one, Moose and Kushida, something we really have not seen. This is very interesting to me.
Yeah, it
The
is.
champion going up against Kushida. We all know how good Kushida is. And seeing him going up against Moose is going to be very, very interesting. Not something we, like I said, got to see very often during the Impact days. So this is a very interesting match too, Jeff. Although again, he's got a faction behind him, Moose does, but so does Kushida have some help there as well. This could just end up into a big all-out brawl at some point, I think. But in either case,
it shouldn't, because both groups are banned.
they're banned. But yeah, we know people find ways to get around bans.
They find ways,
Yeah. But either way, this is going to be a really interesting one to watch.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think people that don't watch a lot of TNA or Impact previously may not know just how darn athletic Moose is. Going against a smaller guy like Kushida gives him an opportunity to showcase just what he can do, I think. He's going to be dominant, don't get me wrong. He's going to get, he's going to get his stuff, but I think just sit back and watch this, because Moose is I think he's going to put on a show.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a good one. Going to be a good night. Good card we got here. So 2 minutes left. We're going to quickly go to, what's next. We got to talk food. So we're going to quickly move on to the food. And then I want you to also think about the question of the week. And the question of the week is this. Now do the food first, but I'm going to tell you what, let's just concentrate on food. So what do you have to eat? Let us know in the chat. Get everybody hungry. Get everybody paying attention. What good did you have to eat today? Let us know. I had some, I went the leftover route today. I leftover pizza that we had laying around, and we had a little leftover taco meat. So I kind of had like potpourri, a little bit of everything tonight that I had. So let us know what you guys had. Jeff, what are you gnashing on? I know you're trying to get some food in.
Yeah, I'm eating Chinese food.
Oh, nice. Chinese is always good, man. Always good.
Some rib tips and chicken fried rice, and
there you go. Very
wings.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Love it. All right, let's see. Roast beef with mashed potatoes and corn, says Melissa. Seafood for dinner. Nice. Pizza for lunch. Dinner legitimately sucked. What did you have, dude? You got to give us more info than that. Then it sucked. Meat feast pizza and cheesy garlic bread. So that's like a meat lover's pizza equivalent that we would have here, James, I'm guessing, right? What's on there? Like we normally get bacon, pepperoni, sausage, ham. What else is on meat lovers pizza? Hamburger, sometimes like ground up ground beef. So that's usually what's on a meat lovers pizza. Pepperoni for us. So let us know what the meat consists of. Right now I'm eating pepperoni pizza with salt and vinegar chips. Nice. Rice and salmon and salad and a banana. That's very healthy, John G. Good for you. Barbecue pork, red potatoes, and corn. And I love corn on the cob. I can't eat it anymore. It's so sad. I love corn on the cob. You see it all the time. But it bothers my stomach now. I can't eat it. Sucks. The worst pork chops ever in a cheap rice dish. Oh, that does sound kind of crappy. I made toad in the hole with baked potato, peas, and onion gravy. Let's go TNA. The best is yet to come, says Robert Cortez. Welcome, Robert. We're talking about what we had for dinner. Let us know what you had. Keep that going. We're going to be starting very soon here. In fact, I think we are starting here. And so keep that going in the chat. Breakfast for dinner, eggs and sausage. That's always good. That's always nice. Pulled chicken with some cheesy potatoes. A Whopper with cheese and no tomatoes. French fries and a large Coke. My brother Artie had chicken nuggets and some large fries from Burger King. Very nice. Very nice. Here is your question of the night. I want you to tell me, growing up or now, or whenever really, give me a favorite game that you had. A favorite game. Now, this can be really anything. I'm not going to make this too hard. So it could be a video game. It could be a board game growing up with, you played with your parents or your family or whatever the case might be. But let me know what your favorite game is. Could be a video game. I don't care. Could be a card game. maybe, you're a poker fan or whatever the case might be, or gin rummy or something like that. Let me know in the chat. That's the question of tonight. Pulled pork quesadillas for dinner. Sounds good. Pepperoni ham, spicy beef. It was a shop bought one. Okay. Air fried chicken strips and fries. Favorite game, WWF No Mercy, said Derek. Going the video game route. That's a great one. Heather says Scrabble. Wow. Okay. All right. I used to like to play board game. I used to love to play checkers and Chinese checkers with my grandfather when I was growing up. Always loved playing checkers. And we're starting with Jake something right now against Kazarian. We're going to start with Candyland. That was a big one for kids, right? Yeah, that's a good one too. When I was younger, we used to get a lot of board games, Jeff, and I'm sure you probably remember. We used to get a lot of board games that were licensed games to like movies, and sometimes they weren't very good. They used a license, but they were pretty crappy. I remember the Star Wars one that came out. The very first one was horrible. It was really hard. And sometimes you didn't understand the directions. But one of the ones I loved that was licensed was Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, literally so much fun. You went around the board to all the places he explored, and you had to collect the pieces from that staff. They called it the Staff of Ra in Raiders of the Lost Ark that he used to find the Ark. And you had to collect the pieces of the staff. And in the meantime, you had other like things getting in your way. And then once you collected the pieces, you go to the temple and you use the staff, and then you'd be able to try to find the Ark. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Monopoly. Oh, really? Monopoly was okay. It just would take too long. You can play that for hours and hours and hours. James says, I hate it. Yeah, I'm not fond of it anymore. I could tell you why. I told Jeff before the show, but I'm not going to go into that again. Mario 64, WWE 2K23, MLB The Show, SmackDown versus Raw, a lot of video games. Michael King. Hey, Michael. The Game of Life. That's a great one. I played the Game of Life. Yeah, I played the Game of Life a lot when I was younger with my mom and my parents and stuff, and my sister back in the day. Parcheesi. That's a great game. I love Parcheesi. Simon. Yes. A pole position on the Atari 7800. Skate or Die. Centipede. Checkers. Younger me loved Mario Kart 64, Street Fighter, Gauntlet. Oh, Red Wizard is about to die. I loved Gauntlet. Spent a lot of quarters in that game. I do wonder if when Americans play Scrabble, do they just end up with a rack full of letter U's? Buddy R, cool Doritos. My appetite is shot right now. Well, that's all right, Andrew. I get that. That happens sometimes. Pimp My Ride video game. Mario Kart 64 was awesome too. Kazarian starting off with some right hands here, and we're underway, but they don't seem to be having much of an effect here on Jake something. Jeff, give me a game for you. What was it? I mean, I like to go back, like I said, to playing checkers with my grandfather, but board game or do you have a video game that you think most of when you think of games from your childhood?
Oh man, so I mean, one game that we played a lot when I was a kid was Uno.
Oh yeah.
Played a lot of Uno.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I'm thinking about it from a video game standpoint, the OG Mario.
Oh man.
I played so much of that game. I mean,
dude,
you pop that in, you've got that, and you've got Duck Hunter, and
yep.
But a very close second, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Oh yes. My wife is extremely good at that game. Like really? Extremely good. Yes. Way better than me. Way better than me. You know which one I liked on the old NES? The pro wrestling game.
Mm-hmm.
I could not get enough of that with Starman in the pink tights. Dude, man. That was my first introduction to like what was supposed to be like masked, they had the masked wrestling in the past. And of course they had all the stereotypes. You had Great Puma who looked a lot like Hulk Hogan. You had the one who looked a lot like Ric Flair. And then you had the creature from the Black Lagoon dude, the green guy with that always bite people's heads.
Yep.
That was such a great game, dude. And I have it now on my Switch. You can get it as a classic, and you can't get that anywhere. You could never play that game at all unless you own the cartridge. And they put it on the Switch in the classic game list. So I love.
Oh man, I know what I'm
that game.
getting. I know what I got to get now.
Yeah, oh, it's so good, dude. I couldn't believe it was on there when I first, and you have to subscribe to their Nintendo monthly to get those games, but it's well worth it. There's so many titles on there that I don't ever, a lot of them, the old classics like Donkey Kong and all that kind of stuff. But when I saw that on there, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get it. I absolutely have to get it. Switch Online. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's such a fun game. That music, that oh my God, dude. I played that over. I won the title. I beat Great Puma. Great Puma's the guy you have to beat that. But you have to win so many matches, dude. It's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny.
For you younger folks, there was no let me save my game, I'll come back later.
Nope. Nope. You shut it off and you start over, guys.
Start over again.
It's so funny, man. My daughter, I showed her because Jeff was talking about the original Mario, and I showed her that because that's on there too. The original Mario, Super Mario 2, they're all on there. And I showed her the original Mario, and she said, "Oh, wow, okay." So she starts playing it, right? She goes through a board. She dies. Right. She gets through the first couple boards, goes through another one. She dies again. Finally, she dies again. And then it says game over. And she's like, well, can I start from where I was? And I'm like, nope. She's like, well, what do you mean game over? She literally flipped out. She's like, you mean I can't start from where I was before? I have to start all the way over. I'm like, absolutely. And she's like, well, this is stupid. That's exactly what we dealt with, and that's exactly why when you finished the first Mario, it was such a huge accomplishment, because that last board where you got to jump to that little tiny block in the middle of the board, I can't tell you how many afternoons I spent falling off that damn thing and dying and starting over and dying and starting over, and when you finally beat that, it's like the best thing ever. But oh my God, yeah, it's so easy now. You just save everything.
Yep.
Oh gosh, dude. Oh man, love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jake, something looking pretty good here, but Frankie now with a slam.
Ooh.
Frankie off the top of the leg drop, and now Frankie Kazarian taking over a little bit here. Goes for a cover, gets a 1, gets a 2, and a kick out. So Jake's
I'm going to go off camera real quick to finish stuffing my face.
Absolutely, dude. Go right ahead. Switch Online. Jason Stoffer said an Arby's fish sandwich for dinner. Jeff loved playing Spin the Bottle. The only time we ever played Spin the Bottle was at embarrassing parties. And 9 times out of 10, when you did that, you got spun on a person you did not want to actually kiss. So that was not a fun game to play. No, that was not fun. The Sega Genesis. I had the Sega Genesis. I had that when that first came out. Loved the sports games on there. Loved them. The NBA the NBA playoff one where I could play the Celtics against the Lakers and so. Oh, it was so good, dude. Jake, something is a beast. Some games that ever write this code down. Yeah, they did. Some of them had those secret ones. What was that one with the controller up, down, down? I don't even remember what it was now. But that one secret code that you can get, what was it, infinitely? Yeah, there was a lot of that stuff. Then you had Game Sharks that let you cheat. Damian Robinson, what's up? How you doing? I'm eating some baked chicken and rice for dinner now. Wow, that sounds very healthy, Damian. Good for you. Pac-Man. I was listening to Buckner and Garcia's Pac-Man Fever on my iPhone today. They put out a 40th anniversary of that album, and if you've never heard it, look it up. It was so popular when Pac-Man came out, and they did a whole album of video game themed songs with the actual sounds and everything from the games. There's a big, huge piece of nostalgia. It was so good. My favorite arcade game, if we're going back to like arcades, Tron. I could not stop playing Tron. Tron and Gauntlet were both right up there. But Tron, Loved Tron. The glowing neon stick, and of course, after seeing the film, which was so ahead of its time when it came out, absolutely loved it, and I just loved playing the game. Loved it, and I miss it. I know there's a console version. I think it's owned by Xbox, but I don't have an Xbox, so I can't play it. But I loved it. Contra. Yes, that's the one the code's for. Yes, thank you. 2 kicks out at 2. Very, very good match here. A lot of back and forth.
Yeah. A lot of I'll throw this one out there too. Street Fighter.
Oh, yes,
Arcade
of course.
game.
Yes. Yeah. How about the Madden football, Jeff? Where you used to have to aim the stick.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? You have to pull the stick back and it fires the
Yep.
ball down the field to the players. Oh,
Yep.
man. Yeah. Arcades were the best. They really were. They were the best. There we go. 2. Nope. Kick out again. I had that 45 Pac-Man Fever. Did you, Michael? Yeah, it's such a good song. It's on Apple Music now. Well, Buckner had recently passed away. So Garcia is the only one left now. But yeah, the album's cool because it talks about like where the ideas came from. They kind of do little liner notes on each one of the songs. The songs are so catchy on the album. I remember them all today. There's a song for all videos: Frogger, Defender, Centipede. They had songs for they had a song called "Do the Donkey Kong." All the famous video games when we were younger all had songs on the album. It was such a good album. Sonic Cheat Code, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, man. The arcades were such a great place to go. It was so much fun. Pinball games, video games. Oh my gosh, could spend hours and hours and hours. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. Yeah, so good, dude. Yeah. So good. When you could start playing those 4-player games. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I love the Maximum Carnage one, the Spider-Man one. That was another 4-player when we each played different heroes. There was, of course, they took a lot. Oh, and what about the WWE one, man? WWE WrestleMania?
Yep.
Dude. Frankie Kazarian pulls it out. Frankie Kazarian sneaks away with that one. Sorry, Jeff.
No, I was just saying he's a cheater.
Frankie cheated. He's a cheater now. Jake something got cheated out of a win by cheater Frankie. Frogger was the best. Hello, Anthony Slate. Welcome to you. We went in at a different time tonight, Anthony. I apologize. We went live a little later than normal. We started, instead of 7:45, we started at 8, which we will be doing from now on. So sorry about the confusion, but just so you know, for the future, we'll be 8 o'clock now. So, and we haven't been really on for a little bit. So that's probably why you weren't getting notifications. We've got Eric Young.
Okay. EY is so good.
Oh. Okay. All right. Next week, we've got a confrontation with Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian. So that's awesome. And now we've got Jordynne Grace, the champ, headed to the ring to face Savannah Evans. Can't wait to play 2K24 and very excited to play the Fiend. Yeah, they showed that entrance of the Fiend. Looks really good. Looks really, really good. I heard Funhouse Bray is in it too, someone said. So that's pretty exciting. I know a lot of people are going to be excited about that they get to play Bray Wyatt again. If you ain't trying, you ain't, or if you ain't trying, if you ain't cheating. And 2, is it really cheating if you don't get caught? What video game did I get annoyed with? Very, very simple. Friday the 13th, man. So hard to beat that game. So hard. And I bought that the day it came out. I had to have it. And it was incredibly hard. I never beat it. I got to Jason at the end, and he has 2 long lifelines, one on either side. and it's a pattern. So you have to keep going this pattern, like left, right, then up, down. So he misses you with the machete. And you are going so long with this that my fingers would get sore. And then when you start to see the life, I got him down one bar, and then the other bar was about halfway down, and you started to see you're getting close to the home stretch, and you start getting like sweaty and everything, and your hands are getting like sore, and you're like, oh. And of course, then you think you're getting close, and then I died. I never beat it, but I did end up watching the ending, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because it was horrible. It was horrible. You just see Jason laying down on the floor, and it says, you have defeated Jason, but is he really dead or something like that at the end? And that was it. All that crap I had to go through to beat that stupid game, and that was the ending for it. It was so bad. That, and you know which other one? And Jeff, you may have played this one. The NES Batman that came out when the movie came out with Michael Keaton. I don't know if you played it, but dude,
I did.
That game drove me nuts. You had to jump up all these high things, and at the end you have to fight that big goon guy that was up at the top of the church tower, and he used to kick the crap out of me. And then if I got past him, then you ended up having to fight Jack Nicholson's Joker, who has this long gun that is just firing at you continuously. That game was so hard, but I loved it. I loved the game, but it was so hard to beat.
It was tough. Yeah.
Yeah. Giselle over in the corner with a body block here. Now she's got Jordynne wrapped up and a nice follow-away suplex there. Cover 1, 2, no. Kick out at 2. Spyro drove me nuts. Can Savannah please get a solo run? Yes, Jeff said please and soon. Have you played Red Dead Redemption? I did. Yep, I did. I can't play first-person stuff much at all, which kind of sucks. I get motion sick when I do. I tried again when Resident Evil Village came out because I really wanted to play it. It looked so cool, but I couldn't do it. Played it for about 15 minutes, and I started getting sick to my stomach, and like I just couldn't do it. Jordynne Grace now making her move up on the second rope, down. 1, 2, nope. Kick out by Savannah. Khaled saying never beat it. Or I'm sorry, Clown saying never beat it. A Sanity Union was on the horizon until the merger. Look at Nikki Cross now. She has nothing to do. I'm not so sure if it was Sanity or not. I know that Eric was working with Bray before he passed and stuff, but I'm not so sure if it was Sanity. All right. By the way, I wanted to mention this. I got a new iPhone and stuff like that, so I lost a lot of my logins for things. And one of the logins I lost, and Jeff, I'll have to get the password from you later, was our Insiders channel to log into on YouTube. But Jeff, tell me if you can, how many subs are we short of 4K?
4K. Let me look and see.
Yeah, Jeff's going to check to see. And the reason I'm asking this is because we guys are so close to 4K. Big milestone mark. Whenever you hit that next 1,000 up, and Jordynne just got hammered by Giselle Shaw with that X. And
we are 14.
Ooh. Giselle just smacked Savannah Evans.
All right.
Savannah just got smacked by Giselle as well.
Wow.
Oh, man. Jordynne's down. Savannah's down. Giselle just taking out everyone. And now she grabs Jordynne's title. Oh, man, dude. Wow. All right. Jeff, you mentioned Savannah having a bigger part.
Yep.
There you go. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. So we're what, 14 away?
14 away.
Guys, we are 14 subs on our YouTube channel away from 4,000 subs. 4,000 subs. Please, 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 please. There's the Iceman. He's the concierge. Not concierge, concierge. Oh, man. Poor Gia gets booted. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's hear what Ash has to say.
Yeah.
There she is. Major announcement. TNA in-ring debut.
All right. That's the major announcement.
There you go. Hey, Conrad, how you doing? And there they go. She is a personal hype man. I love it. Well, there you go. In-ring debut next week. All right. Anyway, we are 14 away. 14. We got to get to 14, guys. Share the videos, like the videos, get the word out there. I know most of you that are in the chat are subbed already, but if you haven't done so and you're watching us maybe for the very first time, please, please, please sub to the channel. Get us up to 4K, man. Get us up to 4K. Please do that. And yes, what do we got here?
Oh,
Sound check here. Helen Angels. Simon, gosh. He says he's fantastic. What a scoop. Simon Gotch on deck for Josh, maybe?
quite possible.
This cameraman is so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So
might
bad.
Might be Kevin Dunn.
It might be. So bad. Oh.
Hmm. All right, here we go. From Destiny Wrestling. Simon Grimm. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yep.
Oh my God, these cameras are so bad. Wow.
Mm.
Hmm. Oh, it's Josh.
Mm.
Oh, here we go.
Mm.
Yo, all right. I'm guessing we're getting that match at the pay-per-view next week, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Conrad says, wonder what happened to that guy. At Ray Walt on commentary, AEW brought in Edge and tickets viewership didn't grow. It's not that people don't like Edge. It's the brand is lacking good booking and story. The roster there with Tony is making me want to watch. Gotch is intense, says Swag fan. He is. He is. That's deep from Simon Gotch, is Heather. All right, we are getting the tag team match next. Okay, a little surprising here. Little surprising here, but anyway, back to the 4K. If you haven't subbed, please do. Really, really would appreciate that, especially if you're watching it afterwards. I know we get a lot of you guys in the chat are always with us, usually week after week, and we appreciate you all. There are a lot of people that do watch this sometimes after the fact. So please, if you're one of those people, please consider subbing to the channel and getting us to that 4K mark. It would really be awesome for you to do that. We'll continue to drive this. Obviously, we have the pay-per-view coming next week, and we do usually get a good amount of subs sometimes from pay-per-views. So, but yeah, please, if you haven't done so already, like this video, of course, for us tonight. That gets it seen more. And please subscribe to the channel so we can get to that big 4K mark, that next big milestone for our show. So please consider doing that. Thank you so much. Gotch is intense. Maybe Josh and Simon at no surrender. It's too obvious it's ABC is going to win, so it's 1-1. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we talked about that early in the show. Yeah, no doubt. I'm going to try to wake up early for the chamber. God bless. I'm not. No freaking way.
I'll watch it after.
I will watch it later that night when I get home from work. I'll stay away from spoilers and I'll watch it later. There's no way I'm getting up for that. No way. Good for you European folks, though, man. Good for you over there that can get up and finally at a decent time, right? You get to get up, have your breakfast, and settle in with a pay-per-view at a nice time for you instead of staying up till ungodly hours of the night. Yeah. So good for you. Enjoy that. Doesn't happen very often. All right, we're going to get started with this tag team match, this number 2 match in the 3-match series. And obviously, Jeff, we're looking at this being tied, and I'm guessing then that match 3 will also maybe take place at the pay-per-view next week as well.
I'm thinking it could. I think it should.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. Is there a stipulation on the 3rd match?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that. Yes, let's go. I'd like to see that.
What stipulation would you like to see, Joe?
Oh, man.
Same question to
these two teams. Now, I know that they don't do this much Impact, but I would like to see like a TLC kind of match with these two teams. I would like to see like a table, ladder, and chairs style match with the tables and ladder. These because you remember those old matchups with Edge and Christian and the Dudleys and stuff like that. I can totally see these two teams wrestling that way. So I'd like to see something like that. I know we don't see that very much. James mentioning Full Metal Mayhem That's more of an Impact than TNA thing. But I'd like to see something with ladders and tables and stuff involved. I think that'd be really, really good. What about you, dude?
I'd just like to see just a good old fashioned hardcore match.
Okay. All
just
right.
let them go at it, have any weapons, anything, and just
Okay.
go at it.
All right. Living on the West Coast, I'll be falling asleep to it. ABC got a rally to keep their titles. Yes, they definitely do. They obviously need to win tonight. They lose tonight, they lose. Bacon and egg sandwich while watching wrestling. There you go. There you go. A. Jobson saying just too sweet.
Here's a question. No Surrender is in Louisiana. Is it in New Orleans?
Yeah, hold on. I will check.
Because why not end up with them doing a street fight and have them end up fighting on Bourbon Street?
Oh, that would be cool, dude. That would be cool. Louisiana. Signet Boulevard, West Wago, Louisiana. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Having a street fight. I like it. I like it. Speaking of Stips, man, because we know that we're going to get Big Con and PCO.
Yep.
I mean, what are we getting Monsters Ball for that? You'd kind of think that would be where they're going to go with that. Definitely got to get something a little bloody, I think, with those two.
Yeah. I think you got to. Maybe it's something that doesn't even exist yet.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe you just have to create something for those two big behemoths.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. What do you think about Deonna Purrazzo in AEW so far? She's been good, dude. I listen. I like Deonna, and I always will. I'm a fan of hers. I just hope that she gets what she deserves there, and stuff. So yeah, I like what they're doing. I haven't seen, again, I don't get to watch the show much. I didn't see yesterday's show at all. I listened to Bully Ray talk about it on Busted Open today a little bit, so I kind of know a little bit of what went on. But yeah, I don't get to watch it so much on Wednesdays. But yeah, I wish the best for her, and I hope she gets everything she deserves there.
I'll say this: Deonna Purrazzo anywhere is good, is great. So, yeah, I mean, I think she's a future champion, but we'll see how long that takes. But I think she'll get there.
Yeah. I think we probably are going to have to hope that she gets there sooner than later, because we have that show in Boston that's looming, which pretty much everybody is guessing that is going to be the debut of Mercedes Moné. So if that's true, then you gotta kind of want, because Mercedes isn't coming in there to be a mid Carter. So and she vaults right to the top of that women's division, and I don't know. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. West Wego. Oh, okay. Cajun. Yeah, I don't speak that Cajun stuff. West Wego. Do you have Joe Hendry winning? Of course I have Joe Hendry winning. Yes. Deonna still's a favorite. Yeah, when we've watched a lot of these athletes like we have together for the past like 4 years, and some of you even more, you start to really enjoy their work, and you're always going to be a fan, right? No matter where they might be or where they might go, you're still going to be a fan of that person, because they're the same. They don't change what they do. They may change up their characters and stuff a little bit, but they're still the same person. So sure, yeah, SWAC fan, obviously. I mean, you're a fan of someone. Usually you're a fan for life, unless they do something really bad or something like that happens, and you just don't care for what they do anymore. But most of the time, when you become a fan, you usually stay a fan. ABC are supposed to be the faces. Oh yeah, for sure. We got Ace Austin. Big clothesline. Drake slips out, Gibson's in there now. They're really wearing down Ace Austin, which is smart. Chris Bay is trying to get into the match. GYV are vicious.
Who do you think ends up winning this series, though? Do you think they keep belts on ABC, or do you think they?
Oh man, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. I mean, ABC have had those titles for a good long time. Plus, the way I look at it logically is this: they got their big win on TNA's debut pay-per-view. So I kind of tend to think, with that being the fact, I think that GYV is gonna take the titles. I do. I think GYV is gonna take the titles.
I do too.
Yeah. I think it might be. I love ABC. I do. I know Tazzy would probably kill me if he was here. But I love those guys, and I have all the respect in the world for them, and I think they're a fantastic team. But I do think that GYV is going to win this. So, new technological advances may soon allow for picture-in-picture. We don't have to worry about that on YouTube. We don't have to worry about that here. Ace Austin in a lot of trouble here. Oh, man, over the knee with that injured shoulder. They go for the cover too. Oh, that was close. Very, very close to a 3. Hendry says, I think ABC retains. GYV are too high profile to lose, says Heather. It's do or die.
I think presentation matters, and I think every time we've seen them present it, whether it's a backstage promo or whatever, or a video package, I mean, I just feel like they're being presented like champions. So,
Yep. I think it might be time too. So, sometimes you have a face tag team in there for a good long time. I think it might be a little bit of a switch up. Get the heel tag team in there, and then you have to have the faces try to challenge and stuff like that. So change it up a little bit.
But here's a question, and I hate to ask it, but I'm going to ask it. If you have ABC lose, do you split them up?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. Look, they're both tremendous athletes, Jeff. Chris Bay and Ace Austin, whether they're together or separated. If they lose, and then of course they'll probably get their rematch and stuff like that. And if they lose the rematch, then I do believe that they might split them up. Yes, I do believe that they might split them up. Ace Austin with that injured shoulder, and that's really going to play a little bit of a factor here, because of course he got that hurt last week by GYV, and now he's going to kind of have that going on throughout this entire series. So that's a big factor to keep in mind. Really want to see Motor City back as TNA Tag Team Champs. Mark, what's up, Mark? Question. I'm curious. I know that NWA and ROH have TV championship titles. When it comes to TNA, I know it's not technically called a TV championship, but do you think the digital media championship is TNA's equivalent to a television championship? It hadn't occurred to me for some time, but it could be. It could be. Yeah. Although the one thing with that is television championships usually get defended on the show. That digital media title gets defended on pay-per-views a lot. So I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily the same thing.
I think if you
go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I think if you broke it down in WWE terminology, I think the TNA digital media title is like the US title. X Division is more like the IC title, and then you've got your TNA World Championship.
Yeah,
so
that's a good point. Shoulder breaker looked like a straight spike pile driver. Here's a killer for me. Fanboy Expos in July again. Samoa Joe and Nick Nemeth are booked to be there, but with our financials, yeah, that sucks. What do you all hope comes from TNA roster's letter? Yeah, apparently they wrote a letter to Anthem talking about Scott D'Amore and requesting, I guess, that they bring him back is what I heard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that Anthem will change their minds.
I don't know that Scott will want to go back at this point.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's true too. We'll talk a little bit about Scott D'Amore on Sunday. I know Jeff had some suggestions as to where he would like to see Scott go. I have some thoughts on that too. So we'll talk about Scott on Sunday for sure. So come back on Sunday and we'll discuss all that. We'll talk about everything else going on in WWE, but we'll talk about Scott D'Amore as well. 1, 2. Oh, so close, dude.
My short answer is if all parties can work things out, yes, please take them back to TNA.
Yeah.
But if not, I have a suggestion.
Yeah, I think I know what your suggestion is, and it's a good one, actually.
I'll go into it on Sunday, but James is hitting the nail on the head.
Yeah. Yeah. Anthem should bring in some way him in some way to TNA, invest Monet in TNA. I don't know, Robert, that they I think Mercedes is all but a done deal to AEW.
Yeah.
I think that's all but a done deal. I mean, I don't know, all these promises that the Anthem people made when Scott was let go, saying that they're really going to invest a lot of money and they're, but I don't know. Usually when somebody gets let go, it's usually for financial reasons. But I don't know that now there's rumors out there that Scott was trying to buy the company. I don't know. It's all very weird. And like, we really don't know. So we'll get into that on Sunday for sure. Hassan says I'm back in. Ace Austin back in there. Misses with the kick. Hits that, though. Big forearm. Ace Austin with these massive kicks here. Now again on that injured arm. Wouldn't it shock everybody if they actually lost?
I know.
We'd all be sitting there like, what?
What
just happened? Staff and wrestlers wrote a letter to Anthem about, yeah. Austin with the cover too. He got it. Ace Austin gets it.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. 1-1. GYV got their asses outsmarted. Yeah, it's 1-1.
That was a good old school classic tag team match right there.
Yeah, it really was. We're going to get a match 3. Really, I heard the opposite, that Anthem doesn't want to spend the money to expand the product. That's not what I read at all. Somebody made a statement from them that said that they want to make it bigger. I don't know. So that there's cross signals out there, but that supposedly came from somebody in Anthem that said that they wanted to make it bigger and they wanted to put more money into it. So is this Fandango? Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Oleg Prudius versus Scott the Flash Norton.
Oh.
An open casting call to the tag teams. These kids get TV time and get the rub from us. One year or less of experience. The dirtiest of dangos. Rhino and Crazy Steve's coming up. From their statement, it sounds like Anthem wants to make TNA bigger. Yeah, that was their official statement that actually said that. Yes. Oh, here we go. It's Mustafa Ali.
Oh man,
Dude, this is going to be a sick match. I cannot wait to see this match.
yeah, this is gonna be. I can't wait to see what they
Dude,
do with.
this is going to be off the charts, man. Saban and Ali. Oh my god. If Scott can't buy TNA, then MLE would be a good choice.
I've got another suggestion. People, well, I'll discuss it on Sunday. Is what I'll say. I got an idea though.
Come back Sunday. Skylar and Hotch are calling out Ollie. Who in the hell is that bunch? Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
He slapped the crap out of him.
he really did. One guy had too many pies. The look, the production presentation for Ali is so good. They look like Trailer Park Boys. That one guy had too many. Yes, yeah, he definitely. By the way, Ali already has his shirt for TNA's site. Oh, does he really? That's awesome.
I might have to get that one.
That's awesome. How can they make it bigger if they didn't want to give Scott the budget? That's the thing, Heather. I don't know I don't know what's true. I don't know what's true and what's not. I don't know if this is, I think a lot of that is assumption. And I don't really think anybody knows exactly why they fired him or what the truth is about the whole thing. I really don't. I don't think anyone knows.
Somebody talk about it on a podcast one day.
Yeah. Crazy Steve's amazing entrance. Dude, I love this so much. He got the mask on, yeah. Reigning, defending TNA Digital Media Champion. Crazy Steve. I want that mask. I say it every time. I want it. I want that mask. It looks so awesome. Look at that damn thing. It's so creepy.
It is.
Ah, it's so good, dude.
It is. It's so good.
It's so good.
Like I just noticed it in the background of the graphic.
Yeah,
you know.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at with the smile. Oh,
yeah.
It's so creepy, dude. It's so creepy. I love it. You know, I wasn't really a big fan of either team that made the Super Bowl, but I watched. I always do, and most of the time I watch for like movie trailers and stuff. I'll be honest, there wasn't a lot that caught my eye. I was a little disappointed. Now, I mean, I knew it kind of was going to be the case because they had that big writers and actors strike last year, so I knew there wouldn't be a lot. But like, it left a lot to be desired. Now, Deadpool. Oh my God,
yeah,
Deadpool! I am so excited for that. When he comes out and says he's going to be Marvel Jesus, I'm like, oh man, dude. That I'm excited for. But some of the other ones, it was like a Twisters. That's the same darn plot of the same movie we saw all those years ago, and there's really no difference.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to see it still
Do
because
you really? Yeah, I mean,
I
I
love
probably
that movie.
will. Yeah,
I love that movie. Yeah, that first.
disaster. The first one was awesome.
Yeah, it
When
was great.
the cows went flying up in the air and they're like, "We've got cows." I'll end up watching it too because I usually watched all those disaster movies one way or another. But and then there was the Planet of the Apes one. There was Wicked. I think Wicked's getting a movie.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda, which I'm sure the kids will like. Kung Fu
Oh, yeah.
Panda 4, I think, or something's coming out.
Yeah.
I think in the way of horror, the Strangers, that new Strangers movie is coming.
The trilogy, yeah, is coming.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a remake, it's a remake or redo or retelling, whatever they want to call it. Yeah,
yeah, they're gonna basically start it over, and they're gonna release this one. They have all 3 shot already. Yep. So yeah, they're gonna release them like that. I think one's gonna come out this year, and then like a couple months after that, the next one comes out, and then maybe 2 or 3 months after that one. So
yeah, I love the first one. It was a very creepy movie, very very creepy movie, man. With those people with those masks and shit, that was creepy stuff. The second one, I watched it, guilty pleasure, but wasn't very good. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, it didn't capture the same as the as the first one.
There were some cool scenes in it. The kill in the pool was nasty, dude.
Yeah,
nasty. So, in All We Trust, Twisters. Twisters is Helen Hunt in it? I don't think so, unless she might have a bit part.
So.
Yeah, I don't think so. The Deadpool trailer was fantastic, Heather. Oh yeah, that's just the beginning of things to come. We didn't even get a really good trailer for that yet. It was so funny because him and Jackman are good friends, and after that trailer aired, Hugh Jackman on his Twitter released a poster because the poster is called Deadpool and Wolverine, and he released a poster and he put Wolverine and asshole on the post, and it said, "Now it's fixed." They're going to be so much fun together. Supposedly, the plot of that is from a comic book called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, and basically what this is going to be, now this is all speculation, but basically what this is going to be is, if you've watched Loki, the dead planet that the variants from the Loki were all on, that planet with the big thing, that creature that was eating them all, that's supposedly where all of these variants, what they're calling them now. So it's basically the Fox Marvel characters. So Daredevil, Affleck's Daredevil, Elektra from that movie, the original Fantastic Four, all of the original X-Men from Fox are all going to be on this planet because they got sent there by the TVA. And then Deadpool ends up having to either go around and get rid of them all, or I don't know. I think that's something of what it is. But that's a rumor anyway. But that's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, and the Quiet Place movie, yeah, with Lupita Nyong'o. That's a prequel, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That looks good. That looks good. Imaginary looks hilarious. With Ryan Reynolds.
No, not that one.
Oh.
Or maybe that is that one. Or I thought she was talking about the scary Imaginary.
Oh, you mean the one with the teddy bear?
Yeah.
Nope. That's nope. No.
I knew that was a nope for you.
No. No. That little teddy bear sitting in the hallway, and the kid goes up to the teddy. Whoa, this is just a toy. I'm like, no. Nope. Rhino with a big spine buster here. Crazy Steve's in a little bit of trouble. Deadpool's a perfect reset. Yeah, that supposedly that's the plan now. Especially with all this Kang stuff and Jonathan Majors being gone and everything now, and supposedly they're going to reset the whole thing. So yeah, it's going to be a big goodbye to like all of the the other characters from the Fox series and all that stuff and all these universes, and then they're going to just combine it all into one again, and it's going to start over. Hit Rhino with the title belt. 2, 3. There it is. Crazy Steve takes advantage and wins. The new cast for Fantastic Four. Yes. Pedro Pascal is playing Mr. Fantastic. I dig that, man.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude. I dig that. And the kid from Stranger Things The rock star kid with the long hair
Yeah.
is playing Johnny Storm.
Oh.
Yeah, so they got a good cast for that, man. That's yeah. Marina Bacher and here we go. Speaking of PCO, let's see here. Oh, he did the con yell. That's hilarious. He did the Star Trek con. That was fantastic. That was awesome. That was awesome. Marina Bacher, Marina, yeah. I was just watching Firefly Bonus Baby over not this past weekend, but the last one. I love that show. Love that show. And that's when they all were in there. Yeah, I absolutely love that show. But yeah. Rebellion is going to be at the Palms in Vegas. So there you go. They're returning to the Palms. That was where they had the first show. That's awesome. Good site for that to be.
Yeah.
Stranger 2 was way better than 1. Liv Tyler just sat in the house waiting to die. At least those kids fought back.
I mean, I will say that she got a little annoying after a bit.
She did.
But some of the stuff
she did.
She was doing, yeah.
I'm waiting for the new Superman Legacy movie. Yeah, it does. Yeah, James Gunn will have that running up. He'll have that running well. I'm excited for the next Batman. The Batman movie. I'm excited for that. I know there he is. Let's go. Ready? Clap at me. Here we go. Let's go. It's Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry's in the house. The PCO just made TK fear for his life, shouting con. Uh-oh. He gets interrupted by a rap. Oh, no.
Right.
Wow, dude.
I like it.
Wow. Hendry gets dissed with a rap song.
I like that. I like that.
All right. We getting these two at the pay-per-view next week?
Let's do it.
TNA J Francis? Wow. Uh-oh. Let's see what Hendry's got for this. Joe Hendry's awesome. Speaking of the devil, top dollar. Daytona's a junkyard. Big one happened in Duels 2 race. What a horrible rap. Joe Hendry says caught him off guard. He says he's hurt. Joe Hendry is speechless for the first time ever. Oh, God. You have to have a backup video. We're going to get another song. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, dude. He's rapping, dude.
Wow.
If you land on your ass.
Wow.
Banned from diving. Oh my God, dude.
Wow.
This is hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Look at his best friend, Steve. Oh my God, this is hilarious, dude.
Oh, Joe Hendry.
Is this AJ Styles' theme? Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Look
Oh
at
my
that,
God.
dude. You're banned from diving. Who the hell is that guy?
Oh, it's his best friend Steve.
Oh my God, this is freaking hilarious. Oh, look at the look on his face. Oh, look out. Diener jumps him from behind. Oh, and here comes Francis into the ring. Oh, this isn't even going to get started here. Diener's just giving him up like, nope, here, you take him. Oh, man. Wow, dude. Rich Swann. Okay, Rich Swann coming out and attacking Diener. That's
Could
right,
we get
yeah.
a tag match?
Oh, maybe we do, yeah.
Tag match between these four.
Rich Swann. Francis has been propositioning Rich Swann in the back, trying to get him to join him.
Rich said, I ain't scared of you.
He's backing off. Yeah, you might be right, Jeff. Maybe we get a tag team match. Yeah, we might get a tag team match at the pay-per-view. Oh, look at this. He's berating a fan here. Crazy Steve is appropriately very confused. It's the beginning of the end. Tag match at No Surrender. Yes. Yeah. Looks that way. That's going to be good, though. Yeah. Oh, my God. That was so good. Killer Kelly we're getting against Danny Luna. This wasn't even advertised.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
You are banned from diving. That was so good. It was so funny, dude. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Macklin came out and attacked Nick Nemeth.
Mm-hmm.
At Euphoria. Wow, look at this. Has him hung up over that top rope here. Oh, man. Macklin's just attacking Nemeth everywhere he goes. I think it's time for Richevich character change. Yeah, Killer Kelly's up next. Speaking of Macklin, there he is with the Rascals. Swagfan says, I like this. That was rich. Looks like fluff on the trees. Very heavy. Oh, you getting snow there, Michael? Yeah, we had enough of that.
We're getting there right now.
Oh, are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, Macklin is everywhere. Yeah.
He is.
He has been everywhere. Yes, you are right. Oh, yeah, I see the storm you've got up there, Jeff. Yeah. There's little remnants of that coming through Pennsylvania, but not a lot of it. Uh-oh. Ooh, Macklin versus Trent. Yo, Macklin and Trent next week?
All right.
Let's go. I'm in for that.
All right.
Here we go, guys. Oh, we're not only getting Killer Kelly, but we're getting the MK Ultra entrance,
Yes.
which I'm good with that too. Killer Kelly with Marasha Slamovich. Look, I can't even talk. I'm just blah. That'd be a good match. Hello, Killer Kelly. Let's go, Trent. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Trent and
Ooh.
Macklin. What's this? Ooh, they get a chance at their titles.
And no surrender.
Yeah, they're getting a title rematch. Might be short-lived title reign for Decay.
Might be.
I like Luna. She's my new favorite TNA knockout. Kelly says Swag fan with all hearts. James Shadwick said, it's getting hot in here. Yeah, a little. I think Killer Kelly might align with Decay to turn on Masha. Ooh.
That's an interesting take.
Ooh.
I wouldn't mind that, though. I like that.
Ooh, okay. Very interesting, Richard JR. All right. I see that. We got Danny Luna and Jody Threat coming up. Now, this is a singles match.
Yep. But I don't know if it'll end up that way.
No,
Jeff.
probably not. Probably not. Both Killer Kelly and Masha will be at WrestleCon. Oh, nice, Damien. Very cool. Oh, it's in Philly, huh? I think that's always in Philly, isn't it? TNA Rebellion will be back at the Palms Casino area, which I love the arena. I think it should be the new TNA Wrestling Impact Zone. I like it there. Danny Luna starting off hot. Gets a quick 2. Quick 2. I can't believe we're at the NBA All-Star break already, dude.
I know. Crazy.
Season's going so fast. I meant on Tuesday, we need Allie back with Rosemary.
Ooh.
I love the MK Ultra theme. Yep. Big slap across the face from Killer Kelly to Danny Luna. Another. Allie needs to return to join the system. Oh, they have Alicia already. You think that they would do that? 1, 2.
I think you got too much.
Yeah.
Too much history with Rosemary not to have them do something initially.
Agreed. I mean, it would be a cool place for her to come out if she was going to go after Rosemary. It would be a cool place for her to show up. Would be at the pay-per-view to distract them, and then they end up losing because of her, and then she goes into a program against Rosemary. So that'd be all right. If you didn't have enough wrestling, you can watch Jody Threat wrestle for free on Ethan Page's Alpha One show on his YouTube channel. Well, he's having a show on there. That's cool. The system said they want to hold all of the gold in TNA. Alicia needs to team with a heel. Masha looks incredible.
Good point.
Look at this. Danny Luna just bench pressing Killer Kelly. Big drop kick there. Jeff, did you see what Tessa said on Instagram? Oh, God.
I did not, James.
we have a Tessa sighting in the chat. What did she say, James? You have to share it now. Rosemary brings Allie back from the dead. She has to. Danny Luna gets the win. Wow, that's a big win for Danny Luna.
Now we got to get the match between these two teams.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. From behind. Masha's growing out her hair a bit. Luna needed that win. Alicia needs to team with Tasha Steele, who's a heel that can go after the TNA Knockouts Championship, and Tasha can be part of the system. Lights out. Oh, here we go. We got Decay. Decay's headed down to the ring as well. Oh, man. Rosemary's clearing everybody out with that cane. MK Ultra's walking away. Masha and Killer Kelly taking their leave. She said, to all the doors that closed on me, I am coming back to buy the effing building. The Blade and Daniel Garcia were also on the show. Oh, okay. Nice. I get a little Decay sighting here. And looks like we're getting Moose and Kushida coming up. I guess that's our main event for the night. Everybody banned from ringside. What is this? Some kind of horror movie here? What is this? What do we got going on here?
Oh, what is it? What is this?
I don't know. It's just kind of creepy, though. Like dark game. Okay.
I'm kind of intrigued.
Yeah, I'm a little intrigued by that one. It's like a
Dark.
like a horror game show.
Yeah. Okay. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of these movies they show like on the channel don't always hit home, but that one looked all right.
Yeah.
Is Steve considered part of Decay again? No. I don't know what that means, James. Maybe it's just trying to get herself out there again. I don't really know. I was kind of interested in what Camille posted on her Twitter and what she's talking about. That's a little interesting to me because she's kind of making some hints maybe that maybe she shows up someplace soon.
What has she been posting?
Just like kind of like talking about her accomplishments a little bit, not really bragging, but just kind of saying that she deserves to be mentioned more because of the history that she made and the women's title and stuff like that. So just kind of a little long statement from her, but it was kind of interesting, like the timing on it, because it was right around like after Royal Rumble time and stuff. So I'm sure she's probably trying to get herself out there a little bit too. But that I'd love to see her show up in TNA, dude. Would
Man,
absolutely love it, man.
I don't know if you've seen some of these matches, but No Surrender is going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah.
Like
Moose and Shelley for the title.
Josh Alexander and Simon Gotch, Chris Sabin versus Mustafa Ali.
Oh, dude.
Like it.
This is going to be amazing, and it's next week. It's 8 days away, dude. 8 days away, guys, and we will be doing it on the channel here like we always do. Second pay-per-view of the year. Camille selling herself in her NWA accomplishment as well. She should. As well she should. History-making accomplishment. As well she should. Feels like the sort of comic books Avatar Publishing does. Is this on Triller TV? What's up with them pushing horror? Not that I don't know. They kind of always like push like smaller budget horror films, I think, a little bit. You never really see like big name horror films. There it is. Dark Game available on VOD on February 20th. They push a lot of the horror films that don't get theater releases that end up coming like video on demand. I don't know if this is on Triller. Yeah, I don't know. It's YouTube and TNA app. Is it on Triller too?
Yeah, it's on the TNA Plus app. It's on Impact Ultimate Insiders for YouTube and Triller TV.
Okay.
Yeah, this card is insane, man. So
yeah, really is.
It's let's see, we've got the PCO Con match, Knockouts Tag Championship, Decay and MK Ultra. We got the X Division Championship, Mustafa Ali and Chris Sabin. Knockouts World Championship, Jordynne Grace and Giselle Shaw. We have Simon Gotch versus Josh Alexander and Moose versus Alex Shelley.
And they're probably not done. We're probably going to get that Joe Hendry and Rich Swann tag team too.
That'll probably be on the countdown.
Yeah, it'd probably be the pre-show. Yeah. I would imagine we'll get Crazy Steve defending his title as well on there.
Yeah.
So No Surrender is going to be fire. Yes, can't wait. Next week, man. Next Friday. Some of these small budget horror films are pretty good. What a card. Decay and MK Ultra House of Horror match would be awesome. I will get to see Ospreay versus Takashita in person. One thing I can thank Tony for. Nice. Haven't watched ROH for weeks. Shelley and Eddie Edwards. I'm sorry, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards. Shelley and Kevin Knight watching backstage in case any kind of shenanigans happen. Moose out over the top rope. Nice move there by Kushida. We'll see if they go overtime again, because they have been now for the past few weeks. Been going like almost 5 after 10 usually.
Yeah, they've been giving us a little bit over that 10 o'clock hour, so we won't complain about that. Ooh. That will that'll give you a little bit of a nosebleed. Dropping somebody right on their face on the apron there. Deanna said, "Bless whomever that was."
Yeah, my wife's having an allergy attack. Yeah. Trying to cut down a bit on shows, struggling to keep up. Plus Mania season, I need my energy. Yeah, it's a big time of the year. Moose rolling back in now. Kushida down inside the ring. Crowd giving him some boos. James
Moose told somebody to shut the hell up.
Yeah, yes, he did.
You know what they did? Shut the hell up.
It's hard to deny when he tells you something. Big chop there to Kushida. James was backing down on wrestling. Yeah, I know. How about that? The world's gonna end. The world is coming to an end. James is backing down on wrestling. It's funny.
James said he's got to save up that energy because and this is the thing, when you watch a ton of wrestling, there's a lot of stuff on during WrestleMania week.
Yeah, there is.
Not just WWE stuff, but I mean, like GCW, you got all kinds of shows that are doing stuff. The week of WrestleMania, because you got a lot of people paying attention to wrestling then, and it's a good time to get your product in front of people's eyes. So, there's a lot of wrestling on. James, is the collective on this year during Mania week? Have you seen or anybody, if you've seen, let me know, because I know that's a lot. That's a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
Didn't get through all of it.
Doesn't Effie usually have his thing too?
Yeah, I
Effie
think
has that
so.
big gay brunch, I think,
Yeah,
that he
yeah,
does. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much, and they usually try to have it around the same area that WrestleMania is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Most times they try to have everything in the same city. So
Yeah.
Philly, and
Yeah.
they'll try to do it near Philly this year.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and people are extremely hyped
Yeah,
now for Cody and Roman. So could be
yeah,
one of the biggest. They're advertising it as the biggest WrestleMania ever.
yeah. They're
And
hyping it up big time.
yeah, they really, really are. So it's going to be a huge moment. If everything that a lot of people want to happen happens, it's going to be big, big moment. Effie's event is happening, and I believe it's sold out. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They always do well with that. Yeah, I mean it's right around the corner, right? I mean we're midway through February.
Yeah,
Got another month to go, and yeah, we'll talk about where we believe the path of WrestleMania is going to lead to on Sunday too, because there's still a lot of uncertainty. Of course we're going to hear from Rock and Roman tomorrow, but there's a lot of uncertainty as to how they're going to do this. Is something going to happen at the Chamber? Are they gonna wait? And I like I said, I've got my theory for it, and I'm sure Jeff will have his. So again, another reason to come out and join us on Sunday. We'll talk a lot about that and where we think that's all going to go. Feel bad for my eyes. SmackDown for 2 hours, then 3 hour Hall of Fame straight after. Yeah, yeah.
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 A lot of streaming that week too.
Yeah, I don't think we stayed up the last couple times or the last couple years for the Hall of Fame because
Not
that
cool.
goes really late here because
Yeah.
SmackDown ends at 10 and then that starts and that doesn't usually end out to like midnight, like 12:30 or so in the morning. Nice
Moose
standing here in Anka. Yeah, Moose is there. You can see the system back there enjoying it.
Yeah.
By then it's like 5, 6 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't even started really announcing people for the Hall yet, have they?
Not really.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think
I don't think I've seen anything.
No, there wasn't. No nominations yet for the Hall of Fame. I'm a little surprised by that.
Now that you mention it, I don't think I've seen a thing.
There have been some rumors that there may only be maybe one or two names, and the reason being is that one of the names could be Bray. So that there has been that rumor. I don't know if that's true. I'm not going to say it's true, but there has been some rumors of that.
Woo.
Kushida down on the floor.
Yeah, that slam on the floor was nasty.
Yeah, it was. I think they'll start after the Chamber. Announcing after the Chamber? Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Probably. He hit that floor with a thud.
On the women's side, I kind of hope Mickie gets in. If she's truly done wrestling, that is. But I kind of hope Mickie gets in. Especially now that her husband's there, it would be cool. Picture-in-picture perfect drop kick. Moose with repeated right hands, and Kushida is just getting punished here. It's looking really outmatched. Whenever Bray does go in, it's going to be a hard. Yeah. I don't know. People have asked me that question. Do I think it's going to happen? It's all going to be really up to the family. They might want to let their kids age a little bit before they do it. Because so I don't know. I don't know. It's very, very difficult to know when that might happen. Brody Lee needs to go in. Big shot to the arm. Now, Kushida's trying to fight back here a little bit. Using that speed to work on Moose's arm. Oh, wow. Okay. Big moonsault, and Moose is down. And now he's going back up for another. Gets it. 1, 2. Nope. Kicked out, but he puts. Oh, look at this.
They're getting the hoverboard lock, is he?
Yeah, he is.
Can't he get it on him?
Only fitting to have Rowan and Braun induct him. Yeah, where the hell has Braun been? Braun must be injured.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's been out for a good while. How about his brother too, James? I mean Bo, right? As well would have to be there. Big miss there. Moose with the no, nice takedown there. Look at this. Code Red gets it. Oh, wow, that was close. Wow, that was close. Braun has had double neck fusion. Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Yikes. I wonder if his wrestling career could be in jeopardy then with that. That's tough. Probably similar to what Randy Orton had, I guess. Kushida just big stomps here to Moose's chest. Kushida. Oh, man. What a kick from Moose. Whew. Tanaka punch from Kushida. Comes back off, misses. Moose with the spear. That might do it. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
I love the fact that Moose, when he speared him the first time, yelled at him, "Screw you."
Yeah.
And then he speared him.
Shelley and Knight just left the backstage. This is gonna break. This is gonna all hell's gonna break loose here. Randy had back fusion. Okay, neck fusion. I know the word fusion was in there. All right, so here comes the system. Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and Alicia coming out. All of them loving what Moose did here, and Kushida is still in the ring. What do you guys think of Seth Rollins offering to help Cody Rhodes against the Bloodline? I like it. Jeff says, I don't think it goes well. Yeah, that could be scary stuff, actually.
We'll share more on Sunday.
We will. We will talk more about that on Sunday night. All right, here we go. They're gonna go after Kushida here. Alicia just smacks Kushida across the face.
Oh.
She wants to do it again.
Oh, who's coming out?
Crowd letting them have it. And Alicia again with another slap. They are just destroying Kushida. Myers now with right hands. Eddie Edwards with right hands. There they come. Shelley and Kevin Knight. We've got 3-on-3 out there. Yeah, this is all cutting loose. Crowd chanting TNA as this is just a big war.
Yeah, it's gonna break down. It's breaking down. They got to get somebody out there.
Yeah, Moose is gone outside the ring. Edwards got vaulted outside the ring.
Notice who's not there though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Andrew Stevens with the TNA chance, and that's going to do it for tonight. So we go off with some chaos at the end there of the show. So good stuff. Good stuff. It was a fun show. We're building up towards that pay-per-view next week, and we've got some crazy situations going on here, which makes it all that much more interesting for that pay-per-view next week. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. Lots of good matches, lots of good backstage promos. We heard from Ash for the first time. We had a funny promo by Fandango. So a lot of fun backstage stuff going on, as well as the wrestling inside of the ring this week. We got a surprise match from Killer Kelly out there as well with Danny Luna. So didn't see that one on the card. But yeah, was a good show. Let us know what you think. Give us a score. Let's see. Robert's already saying 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Great show. TNA says A. Jobson. Yeah, give us your score. We will do the same. And then we will be done for the night. But while you're tallying up your scores, just make sure you remember, number one, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so lately, please. We're so close to that 4K mark. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and make sure that you hit the bell to know when we have future content. That may be very important because a lot of people really didn't see that. A lot of people don't have Twitter or don't see Twitter, so they didn't see the fact that we started a little later. So maybe hit that bell, and then this way you'll know if that ever does happen again. We are going to be going forward on every Thursday night now, and we're going to be starting at 8 like that because, again, no real pre-show anymore. So we can start at 8 and just keep it at 8, and then this way everybody will know. And then, of course, join us on Sunday. We've got Between the Ropes at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've been teasing a lot about that all night. So make sure you come out and join us on a Sunday night. Nothing going on anymore. No Sunday football. And basketball is kind of light this week because you got the All-Star game. So come out and join us. No wrestling also going on the weekend. So join us on Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to chat a lot about everything. Cody and Roman and Rock and that whole situation from the press conference to now and what they say tomorrow night. We're going to talk about TNA and all the cool things we saw coming up for the pay-per-view. Everything's going to be talked about on Sunday, so join us at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right back here for Between the Ropes. We'll probably have some grievances to air too. I know sometimes when some time goes by, we've got airing of grievances, and that comes out as well, so we'll do that too. All right, let's see. We got an 8 out of 10 for tonight's show. Have a great night, guys, and I'll join you on Sunday. Cool, Damien. We'll see you then. Christopher says 9 out of 10. Andrea says 10 out of 10. Andrew Steven says 8.5. I'll see you guys Sunday. Very cool. John Kessler says, hope there's some surprises at No Surrender. I give the show a 9.5 out of 10. Have a great weekend, everyone. You all too. Like, sub, and hit the bell. Yes, absolutely. Little Silver says an 8.5. Swag Fan says a 9. TNA was a 9 for Christopher. John G gives it a 9. Solid show. 8.75. Next week's go home show will probably have more build. 8 out of 10. Great show for TNA. Hey, Clavis, wake up. The show's over. Clavis, kick it. A. Johnson says. Andrea says, love seeing Alex Shelley, Kushida, and Kevin Knight together. They need a female in their corner to beat up Alicia. That's an interesting thought. Have to think about that one. Yeah, we'll have to get back on that one and think about that. 8.5 says Little Silver. 8.5 out of 10 says Barry Monkey. Enjoyed tonight's Impact. Back on top form after last week. Mr. Majestic MLW on the MLW YouTube channel, he says. All right, Jeff, what do you got for this week, man? What'd you think of tonight's show? I think you're muted, my friend.
Yeah, that would help.
There you go.
I said I think it was a strong show tonight. I'm going to give it an 8.75. I thought it was a really good show.
Okay.
I love what they did with the matches. I like what they did to set up for No Surrender. So I'm trying to be reserved because I really want to say like 9.5, but I'm trying to be, reserved and give them some room to continue to blow my mind as they always do.
Yeah. That's fair. I'm gonna. think that sounds about right to me. Yeah, I would say a high 8. I would say 8.75, 8.95. I could even go very close to 9. But yeah, I'm right in that same ballpark. I think that's a fair score. Yeah, I think they're building. Listen, it's going to be a little bit harder than maybe it was in previous years with Impact to build storylines, because remember, they started over, and when you start over, you got a cut off there, and you're starting over fresh. Like now this storyline with Josh and stuff, completely different, completely new. So when you're doing that, you're starting over, and you got some of these other sub stories working in the background that are continuing, like Macklin and Nick Nemeth. But then you have some new people coming in like Ali and stuff like that. So you're mixing some new with some old. So it's almost like when they are starting over. They're starting a brand new show. And in essence, they did go from Impact to TNA, but they're still starting over. So I think that the storyline wise thing, I think, is going to get better as the weeks go by. I think that's going to catch up with the other part of it, because again, right now it's, starting over is difficult. And when you're trying to get the storylines out there, you're not working on things that have been going on for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks yet. So I think that will improve if people are looking more for that kind of a thing. So yeah. 8.95 for me. I think it was. I enjoyed it. I like. Of course, the Joe Hendry stuff, priceless. Yeah, absolutely priceless. I'm excited for whatever that match is going to be, whether it's going to be a tag team match or whatever. But that was just tremendous. And then of course, Decay showing up was unexpected. So I liked it, man. I thought it was a good show. All right, so the next time we will be here for TNA will be, of course, next Thursday. Again, same time, same place, same channel, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week and going forward, unless we hear of something else where we would need to start it over again. And then, of course, this Sunday, we have Between the Ropes, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that. Please come out and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you didn't hear our opinions yet on any of this stuff, and a lot of us didn't have any, we couldn't really share them, we're going to do it on Sunday. So if you want to know what we think about everything that's going on with WWE and all that other stuff, come and join us for Between the Ropes in 2 days. And today is what? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, in 3 days on Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll let you know about Abby's. And then, of course, we're right back here next Thursday for more TNA Wrestling. All right, guys. Great stuff tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate all of you. Make sure you like the video. Please make sure you sub to the channel if you haven't done so already. And please make sure you hit the bell. Be notified about when we have that future content. Thank you all for coming out tonight to TNA Wrestling and our live watch along. And stay safe. Be kind to one another, please. And we will see you on our next show. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.